Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this video, we have a new light. Can you tell we have a new light? It's one of those fancy circular ring lights. You can see it in the glow of my glasses. I'm just gonna hypnotize eyes for the rest of the video. Guys, we are talking about Kino Lorber. So we're gonna make it rain. What are we doing? We're gonna talk about Kino Lorber. This is my final order from the Kino Lorber sale that just wrapped up. The Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer is what I believe the sale was titled. We've got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 releases that I have. As you can see, I've opened the box, but I haven't taken anything out of the shrink wrap. I thought we could maybe do that together. I like this new light. I just feel like it's just oh. It's basking the glow, and you can see got Nightcrawler looks pretty fantastic back there. Okay, let's just kick it off, right? I got 11 releases, starting with, and this is going to be the challenge. Am I blowing out? Your whites are too white. Back here. So, Gogomania is the first release. This is a cool, you guys know me, you know the kind of music that I like. I'm a music historian. Really, I'm a historian for everything. I'm a pop culture historian. I love this stuff. I love to dive deep. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. This is going to be 60s music. This is a 1965 sort of a concert film. It is, let's see. Let's get the Beatles. That's where we're going to start. The Beatles, the Spencer Davis Group, Billy J. Kramer, the Dakotas, Peter and Gordon, Billy Davis, Sounds Incorporated, Tommy Quickly, and the Remo 4. The Animals, it was pretty cool. Eric Burden's group. The Rockenberries, Herman's Hermits, the Four Pennies, the Nashville Teens, the Foremost, and the Honeycombs. I think a lot of these performances I've heard, because I haven't seen this, I've heard that a lot of these, we're going to open this with the Highlander letter opener. Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. Actually, this also, Connor. I always like Duncan more. There can be only one. I've heard there's a lot of lip syncing in this concert film. I think that's okay. I think I'm fine with that. The music, I mean, this is a nice little history, little bit of preservation history. Here's the controversy. You guys ready? Are you ready? Look into my hypnotized eyes. Are you ready? Oh, that's amazing. Are you ready for the controversy? Look into my... The host of this is Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile. Who... I don't even want to get into all of this, man, but he did a lot of bad things. He was a UK host. He was just one of those kinds of, a huge personality, like a Dick Clark level, a Ryan Seacrest of his day, right? But Jimmy Savile was a bad man. He did a lot of really terrible things. I'm laughing because I don't want to talk about it. I'm uncomfortable. He did a lot of bad things to women and children. And I thought that they had fired all of his work directly into the sun after he died, and a lot of this stuff came out. Doctor Who releases where he was on, there was a show that he hosted called Jim Will Fix It, and he had several Doctor Who segments over the years that were on some of those DVDs, and the controversy was so big that they allowed those DVDs to go out of print because they had Jimmy Savile on them. And so here comes this release from Kino Lorber. He's the host of this program. By the way, is the Fab Four right there. Someone said, the other day, someone said, I should do my Beatles impressions. So this, I still also start here with John. Is very, very, probably have to go down on the knees in someone's office, probably yours. And then, Paul was just sort of like this. He was very eager to please, Well, we were happy to be on Gogomania. It's a shame about Jimmy. We never knew. I never would have thought. And then George would be back here with, I never knew what was going on behind the scenes, but if I had, I probably would have said something. And then Ringo would just be down here. I didn't know either. No one asked me. Why are we doing this? This is... do I start this video over again? Is this too scattered for this video? Maybe this video never makes it to the main channel. Maybe this video exists as a Patreon exclusive. I don't know. We'll see. Jimmy Savile, a lot of controversy, did a lot of bad things, but this disc, man, this is a new release. This is not like this 5-year-old, 10-year-old release. This is a new release. So I'd rather have it than not have it. I'll say that. The work exists. This concert film exists. I'd rather it not be buried. I want to see these bands play this music. See and hear 16 great acts. The shimmiest, shaking. See and hear 16 great acts. The shimmiest, shakingest chivalry that ever rocked the international beat. Gogomania, also known as Pop Gear, is a rollicking British review film featuring concert footage from legendary rock acts like the Beatles, Eric Burdon and the Animals, Herman's Hermits, the Spencer Davis Group, and many others. Pop Gear, not Top Gear. Pop Gear. All right, let's move on. I got in a similar theme. How I Won the War. This is, guys, you can't even see this because it's so blown out. Do it. Focus. There we go. Oh, that's better. John Lennon. This is the movie that they made with John Lennon and Richard Lester. Hard Day's Night. Superman 2, right? Let's see. Michael Crawford and John Lennon. This is the movie they made in 1967, around the same time as Sgt. Pepper's Magical Mystery Tour. John Lennon bops off to... He shoots this in France. I think it was France. Anyway, the continent, I'm going to say. And I've never seen it. And this was a great opportunity to pick this up. This was on sale for somewhere around the neighborhood of about $10. So... great opportunity to pick it up. You see I'm unwrapping all these on camera, so if there is alternate artwork. I don't expect alternate artwork for this, but if there were to be alternate artwork, we would find out together. By the way, it's got two... Oh, we're doing British stuff. It's got two Trailers from Hell, which is Joe Dante's... You know, the idea behind Trailers from Hell I can really relate to as a content creator here on YouTube and for, serialatmidnight.com, because it's not just a YouTube channel, there are a whole lot of movies that people just don't know and they don't talk about because we tend, like the movie community establishment tends to talk about the same 100 or 200 movies when there are many, many dozens of thousands of them. And so they would have these directors come on, filmmakers and actors and whoever, just these personalities come on and talk about movies. And they would go, on YouTube or wherever, they'd get big trailersfromhell.com. But you show a trailer and you have a filmmaker, whoever, talking about why they like that movie. So we've got The Knack and How to Get It with Alan Arkish, Joe Dante's compatriot? What's the word I'm looking for? His co-creator of so many films from the Corman days, the 70s. The Bed Sitting Room, Trailers from Hell with John Landis. It's got John Landis. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's not a great John Landis, but it's there. It's a little bit there. All right, let's see if we got... No alternate artwork here. We have Paleface. You guys, Bob Hope, Jane Russell. Ooh, I like Jane Russell. I would watch Jane Russell. I want to... Do I mean this? Do I stand behind what I'm about to say? Yes. I would watch Jane Russell in anything. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. The Outlaw. It was like the Western, you guys, the cover of The Outlaw. It's a Kino release. I've got it on the Kino shelf down here with the other 100 plus Kino releases. I think we're up to like 130 Kino Lorber releases, maybe more than that. She was the embodiment of like sex appeal in the 40s, in the 50s, and I'm going to say even into the 60s. Jane Russell's fantastic. This was a Bob Hope vehicle, Western comedy. Clearly the cover is telling you all that you need to know. Wow, that's blown out. It's a little bit better back here. See, I look good, in my opinion. The lighting is good, but when you get these whites, it's just like... They are... what's the word for that? They're peaked, but it's... what's the word for that? Clipping. The whites are clipping. That's what it is. No interior artwork here either. Audio commentary by film historian and critic Sergio Mims. Entertaining the Troops. Command Performance 1945. This is a 1948 movie. It was so successful. How successful was it? It was so successful that they came back for Son of Paleface a few years later, 1952. Bob Hope. Guys, Jane Russell. And Roy Rogers. Oh, and Trigger gets a credit too. You got a credit for Trigger there. I've never seen Son of Paleface. I got to tell you guys, I've never seen the sequel. And everything I've heard about it is that it is just bonkers. That it is really just too much. And if it's possible for a movie from 1952, I associate too much with 60s and 70s and 80s, right? I don't necessarily associate too much with this era of movie making, so I'm really interested to see what constitutes, man, that's just too much. This is a Sammy, man, that's just too much, babe. Sammy Davis Jr. Audio commentary by filmmaker Greg Ford and The Lady Said No, a 1946 animated short film by Frank Tashlin. Holy crap. No interior artwork for that one. You guys are going to be excited about this one. I know. It's horror. Mario Bava, A Bay of Blood. Mario Bava, of course, one of the founding fathers of Italian horror. Of course, he did other kinds of movies, but his influence, you can kind of trace a through line. Mario Bava, Dario Argento, and then, of course, everyone that was influenced by Dario Argento, all those giallo films and the copycats and the homages. Lindsay, Umberto Lindsay's getting kind of a day in the sun right now, thanks to the Severn box sets of the Lindsay and Baker collection. But of course, Lindsay made lots of other kinds of movies too. just see how easily I want to get off on a tangent, but that's not why we're here. So Mario Bava collection from Kino, A Bay of Blood. This has a bunch of special features on it. Mastered in HD, that's not a special feature. Audio commentary by Tim Lucas, author of Mario Bava, All the Colors of the Dark. I always love a Tim Lucas commentary on an Italian release, because that cat knows a lot about Italian cinema. Alternate European release version, Italian with optional English subtitles. That's cool. I like that. I feel like I'm going to throw this at some of the... Go stand against that wall. Okay, that's it. Trailers of other Mario Bava films. There's a whole other box here in blue, but that's actually not special. The special features are here, which you can't see because they're blown out. But this, you know what? Let's experiment with something here. With my... Nope, that's not good. All right, hold on. Boy, this is happening live. What in the world? Why did it go away? Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. I was not able to get the light to turn back on. However, we have other lighting than this studio. It's not quite as good. I don't feel like it works quite as well. But the plug for the lights, brand new light switch, one of those new lights, super hot. It was like 1,000 degrees. It was super, super hot. So we're going to have to look into that. We're going to finish the rest of this video sans ring light, which may be a benefit, it may not be. I'm not sure. Let's see if there's alternate artwork for, can you guys see? Oh, now you can see so much better. Maybe it was overkill. I don't know. You'll let me know. I know you will. All right, let's see. Give me alternate artwork. No. Negative. It just impacted on the surface. All right. We're halfway, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little over halfway. Well, there's 11, so we can't get exact. We'll be halfway in the middle of this one. You guys, The Apple. The Cannon Films musical directed by Golan, right? Director. Give me director. Usually it's on the last line, but it's not here. Menahem Golan. Yep. Menahem Golan. There we go. Gotta say it right. This is the 1980? Yes, 1980 movie musical directed by Cannon co-runner Golan of the Golan Globus team. The Power of Rock in 1994. The far distant future of 1994. The Apple. Catherine Mary Stewart. Let's see. Guys, this is just a bonkers movie. This is one of those movies that they used to be like, it's so bad that it's good, but I feel like we're kind of post that now. Like, we're so postmodern now. Nothing is so bad that it's good anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, but you guys notice that trend? Like, things that used to be forbidden fruit or like outcast. I'm telling you, you live long enough. So that quote from The Dark Knight. Goodness knows I don't want to puff up Christopher Nolan or his brother any more than they already have been puffed up. But that's a pretty good line. Like, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's the quote, right? And that's kind of true. Like, but instead of becoming the villain, it's legitimacy. Like, if anything exists long enough, it just becomes a part of the wallpaper, and you're like, oh, it's always been there. Any outrage that ever existed about something, any controversy, any blockbuster, like a bomb, like if something just does not, like if it loses $200 million, eventually it doesn't matter. No one remembers that. They only remember like, oh, I watched it, it was pretty good. Time is the ultimate equalizer, is what I'm saying. You guys, the Apple, no alternate artwork. Cool disc art though. This is this is a Scorpion releasing title. I was like, this has a different spine. You know, Kino, the Mario Bava here has a different spine too, because this is distributed through the main line, the Kino Classics line, not Kino Lorber Studio Classics. Kino Lorber Studio Classics always have the black and white spines and the black and white disc art, which I actually really like because it's uniform. I've talked about this before in past Kino coverage. That was not something that I was wild about at the beginning when I was collecting these, because like, well, it's just drab. You get a shelf full of those, it's like a library. Like, it looks really good. And theoretically, one could alphabetize them. But anyway, the Apple has green. It's got green text because it came from Scorpion, because Kino Lorber distributes titles for Scorpion releasing. This is one I'm very excited about. This is one that, like, behind the scenes, Josh Jabkuga, the writer, the adapting writer of Bubba Ho-Tep and the Cosmic Bloodsuckers, for and with Joe R. Lansdale, the creator of Bubba Ho-Tep. You know, the Bruce Campbell movie with, Josh Jabkuga. He was like, you didn't get Deep Rising? I was like, I didn't get Deep Rising. He's like, you need to get Deep Rising. So I had to make sure that I got Deep Rising in my final order from the hazy lazy day. What was it again? The lazy hazy days of summer. Crazy lazy hazy. I don't know. Guys, this is loaded. This is Stephen Sommers' movie, 1998. Stephen Sommers is the guy behind The Mummy. It's an interesting Jabkuga connection too. I gotta shout this one out. Jabkuga wrote the it was a tie-in to the third Mummy movie. I can never pronounce it, but you know, it's the one with Jet Li, the Legend of Zhao Yang, or it's the Axe of. Oh, I don't have it here, and I wasn't prepared to talk about it. But Joshua Jabkuga wrote an IDW comic to tie into the third Mummy movie. Stephen Sommers. Look at that symmetry. This is directed by this movie is directed by Stephen Sommers. This is after The Mummy, right? No, this is right before The Mummy. That's right. Mummy was, oh geez, Mummy 99? Anyway, bail, abort, pull out, Heath. This is a loaded special edition. Look at the special features on this thing. It's like a ton. It's like a ton of special features. Audio commentary by director Stephen Sommers and editor Bob Duxey. Interviews with actors Wes Studi, Kevin O'Connor, and Anthony Hild. Interview with the second unit director Dean Cundy. You guys, Dean Cundy do anything? That cat do anything of note? Dean Cundy is, of course, the cinematographer behind like a lot of John Carpenter's films. Halloween, right? The Fog. Like a huge run of John Carpenter films. Dean Cundy, one of the best cinematographers in the business. Apparently he did second unit on this movie. Interview with the visual effects supervisor. Actually, it doesn't say. Interview with VFX John Burton. Interview with ILM. Interview with VFX Van Ling. Let me hold this up so you have something to look at. Whoa. Interview with VFX Van Ling, parentheses, banned from the Ranch Entertainment. Oh, okay, that's his company, Banned from the Ranch. ILM had the special effects, and then this guy banned from the ranch. There's a story there. The Lucasfilm Ranch. What happened? I'm going to find out in these special features. Interview with Brad Proctor, special effects and makeup. Interview with Doug Morrow, special effects and makeup. Interview with DP Howard Atherton. ILM behind the scenes extras, animatic sequences, creature tests, etc. Newly commissioned art by Jacob Phillips. That's probably what this is. Animated image gallery, 5.1 surround, and trailers. Sometimes I complain about, like, well, there's a lot of special features, but none of those are anything that I want to hear. You know, you're talking to the 12th lead from the top. What do they have to add to the story? This is a lot of special features, and I feel like there's a lot of content there. It's not just, as we call them, cotton candy special features or dandelion special features. I see you, Ryan, with triple feature creature. Oh, triple feature, yeah. That's his dandelions. This is the lost. Dean Cundey. Like, what does he have to say about this movie? I want to know, because Dean Cundey, one of the best in the biz. Special effects people, I want to know, especially since it seems like maybe there's beef and drama there. All right, let me free this from its plastic prison. So here's our slipcase. I'm guessing alternate artwork here. Okay, no. But there is alternate artwork promised on the inside, which should be the original artwork. Yeah. So, original artwork. Yeah, was this the... I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't remember this movie. I did not go see this in the theaters. Of course, I was very active. This is my era of cinema. I was going to 95 to about 2005. I was in the cinema, between 1 and 3 times every single week. Yet I did not go see Deep Rising. This might be one of the reasons why. This is incredibly generic. This is far more evocative. So here's what we can do. So we have the best, as Miley Cyrus taught us, we have the best of both worlds. This is a Miley Cyrus reference. You guys, Zachariah, Don Johnson, the first electric Western. John Rubinstein, Pat Quinn, Don Johnson, Country Joe and the Fish, and the James Gang. Yeah, that's a Heath movie right there. What else is there? It's a 1971 movie. It's kind of surreal. It's a Western, but it's also, it's a rock and roll Western, right? It's a surreal psychedelic experience. I feel like the cover probably tells you all that you need to know about this movie. I'm not expecting alternate artwork here. I just realized I think this fella right here is naked. I don't think he's got any clothes on. I think the guitar is strategically placed to hide us, to shield us from his nakedness. No. Negative. This is what I'm talking about, though, with that classy black and white disc and spine artwork. All right, we got 3 left. 3. Let's see. I'll do this. I'll present them to you in the way that I think is best. Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice. This is a new... It's just a few months ago. I think this maybe been out 3 months. Oh, the Kino disc just hit the ground. Let the Kinos hit the floor. Linda Ronstadt, of course, we're talking about electric westerns. We're talking... I gotta pick these up while I'm talking. We're talking about... pop documentaries, pop concerts. We're talking about John Lennon. You see the patterns here, right? As I just show you the top of my head. Linda Ronstadt, of course, out of that same scene. California music. The Eagles were her backing band. Stone Ponies, all that stuff. I haven't seen this, but it comes very highly recommended. The prestige around this is real, and it's huge. Because there's a narrative here. Linda Ronstadt, basically, from what I understand, like, she just can't sing anymore. Like, she physically cannot sing. And it's a tragedy because, of course, she has one of the best voices in the last 60 years of music. There's a scene back here. I'm just looking at these. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember her on the Johnny Cash show. She sings a song with Johnny Cash. Silver Wings, that's from Linda Ronstadt, right? Anyway, I'm really excited about watching this. I expect it to be kind of a sad, tough sit. But for a musicologist, which I kind of consider myself to be, it sounds a little bit pretentious, but it is what it is. I'm a musicologist. I got music from the 40s on my iPod. I just love to study this stuff. So this is valuable to me. We got anything on the inside? No. Spin that. Oh, it's too tight. Won't spin around. But I can do that. Okay. We have 2 left. These 2 that I'm about to show you did not come from the Lazy Hazy, Crazy Daisy, Days of Summer, whatever the title of the sale was. It did not come from that sale. It came from the While Supplies last sale, which of course you know about because you've been watching these videos and you know what we've been talking about. But the While Supplies last sale is running concurrently with any other Kino Lorber sale. It's always there in the background. It is the stuff that's going OOP. It's going out of print. When it's gone, it's gone. It's things that Kino Lorber has either not renewed, or the license, the reason Kino Lorber is letting them go out of print. That's the best way to say it, because I don't know why. I don't know if it's licensing issues, if it's contracts ending, if it's poor sellers. There's probably all of the above, right? It's things that Kino is letting it expire, and when they go out of print, they will be out of print. You know, I've been challenged in my in the comments of some of these videos by people saying like, well, nothing's out of print. Somebody will pick them up. Maybe. That may be true, but I don't bet on it, and I don't bet with your money. If you want something, I don't bet that it's going to be around forever. So with the case of John Cusack in Money for Nothing, this is going out of print from Kino Lorber. Will someone else put it out? Will they pick up the license for that and put it out? Maybe. Are you willing to bet on it? I'm not, especially not at $4.99. This was $4.99. John Cusack, of course, the voice of Generation X, my generation. I love this man, and this is a movie I haven't seen in a long time. This was one of those movies that I remember from television back in the day. I want to say like 90s TV. It'd be like one of those Sunday afternoon movies on some broadcast channel, you know, like on your... Before the CW, before the WB, it would be like your, like when I grew up, it was WJTC TV 44. That's where it would be, something like that there. Kind of a moral guy on the run, finds a lot of money. What does he do with it? That kind of a story. 1993, directed by Ramon Menendez. Michael Madsen? Hold on. Michael Madsen? It's my De Niro, my Madsen. My De Niro, a little bit. You like John Cusack? So there's a thin line. I do the best I can with the face God gave me. Michael Madsen. I feel like I'm missing someone. Michael Madsen. Yeah, it's what is the name of this actress right here? Is that Fairuza Balk? Anyway, whoever that is, she's not listed on the back credits, but I think that's Fairuza Balk. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've seen this. I'm excited to have it again, especially for $4.99. Probably never going to need to buy it again. This is last stop for Money for Nothing. It's also last stop for the last stop of our video, because this is the last video. Sorry, this is not the last video. This is the last movie in this video. And it is another one that is from the While Supplies Last Sale. This is Michael J. Fox in Life with Mikey. You guys, I saw this movie in the theaters in 1993. Yeah, 93. I don't remember a lot about it. I remember I liked it, but it was like a different kind of Michael J. Fox. You know, it's an older... Just getting into he's too old to play those teen roles that he played in like Back to the Future and Secret of My Success, you know, like the young hotshot roles. Like he's getting too old for that, and he's transitioning into another era of his career, and he would soon, you know, eventually be on, like, was it News Radio he was on? No, Spin City. That's what he was on. This is kind of an in-between period for Michael J. Fox. And so I remember seeing it, and I was like, all right, well, I saw Life with Mikey. That's that. Here we are all these years later. I'm like, oh, that was like the end of an era for Michael J. Fox. What I don't remember is that second build on the cover, you guys, Cyndi Lauper. And if you've been following this channel, you know, like in the last 6 months, since the release of Vibes on Blu-ray, I have gone Cyndi Lauper mad. I mean, I am mad about that woman. I think she's fantastic, and I don't remember her being in this movie at all. Apparently, I remember very little about this movie because she's near the top of the bill, and I have no recollection of that. So, really excited to revisit Life with Mikey. I think this was also $4.99. So that's going to wrap up our coverage of this Kino sale. Of course, the Kino conversation always continues because they put out like... it feels like they put out about a dozen new releases every week. You know, I'm recording this video near the end of a week The Tuesday that just passed, a couple of days ago as I'm recording this, they put out a Carole Lombard 3-disc box set, a Tony Curtis 3-disc box set, and an Audie Murphy 3-disc box set. And you know how much we love Audie Murphy here. I talk about Audie Murphy like too much, perhaps? No. And nay, you can't talk about Audie Murphy too much. So I have to grab those. But the point is, like, the conversation never ends with Kino because they're always coming out with these cool, deep cuts from the studio days of the studios that they represent, the studios that they distribute for. Guys, this is the stack. Did you grab anything else in the sale? This is our second video coverage for this sale. The sale is over. We told you about it 2 days after the sale started. So hopefully you had like a good 3 weeks to get your order in. Hopefully if you wanted something, you were able to grab it. Let's weigh in the comments below and continue the conversation. These videos are not the end of the conversation. If you're watching this on a television or on your phone and you're like, I don't leave comments, I just watch, join us in the comments. The community is so active. We love to continue the conversations with these things. And as you can see, we have a lot of love for this. We don't just buy it. We watch it. We talk about it. We kind of obsess about, like, well, this was Bava during this period. And this, like I was talking about Michael J. Fox. Like, we love to get into the details, the minutia of this stuff. We also, guys, rest in peace, the ring light, right? So, pour one out for the ring light. Thoughts and prayers. Hashtag thoughts and prayers for the ring light. Hopefully it's in a better place. Maybe we can bring it back. I don't know. I'll have to do some investigation and see what's going on. But guys, thank you for hanging out during this video. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you later.